Hi everyone. Now, are you a teacher trainer eager to know how to use rewards and sanctions to improve behaviour? In this film, I'm going to outline what I've observed to be the most effective rewards in my role as an education consultant. Now, off-task behaviour can often be triggered by fear of failure and lack of motivation. Remember, it's frequently not about whether they like you that they choose to behave. It's often about whether they like themselves in your subject or that particular activity. It's therefore important to focus rewards on raising self-esteem and giving them faith in their own abilities. I've seen all of the strategies I'm about to give you work incredibly well, even with the most challenging pupils. So my first strategy is to use skills-specific praise to build their confidence in their own ability. For example, you may not have got the answer right, Sasha, but you have shown you're working out clearly and methodically. Well done. And now my second strategy is to give private praise to show you notice when they are trying hard and when they're achieving their targets. Don't underestimate the motivating impact your good opinion will have. My third strategy is to give public acknowledgement when it's earned, such as positive referral to your head of department, postcards home, or in primary, stickers or visual rewards such as a leaf on the achievement tree you might have displayed on your wall. The main thing to remember is that any sticker, postcard or visual reward is only as effective as what it represents. It must be genuinely earned and recognised as something to be proud of. Again, don't underestimate how inspiring the gift of pride is to a child or young adult. Now, moving on to sanctions. Remember, effective sanctions are all about reinforcing your firm boundaries that are there to protect the rights of all of your learners to learn, including the individual you are sanctioning. So here are my strategies. Number one, remember that sanctions should never be an angry reaction to a behaviour, but a calmly delivered consequence of poor choices. It's important to remember that teacher attention in itself is a reward. So be mindful that you don't feed unwanted behaviour when you are trying to sanction it. Keep your comments calm, as short as possible, and use statements rather than questions. Number two, champion the rights of your learners when you reprimand or give a sanction. This allows you to come across as protective rather than aggressive. For example, Jessica, your chatter is disrupting everyone around you who is trying to work. Now refocus and work without talking. Number three, use cabin crew mode when you're dealing with a situation. Remember, cabin crew mode is where you deal with a situation discreetly and calmly. So close the gap, use the good, bad, good sandwich, and try to keep the interaction as private and low-key as possible. Think about how you need to behave in order to make the rest of the class feel safe, that you are in control and that you are protecting their right to feel safe, just like cabin crews do on passenger flights when there's an issue. Number four, remember to issue your sanctions as close to the behaviour as possible. It's not the severity of the sanction that's important, it's the surety and speed with which it's delivered. A punishment given days after an incident loses its effectiveness. Number five, make sure that you deal with issues yourself whenever possible and appropriate. Even for more serious behaviours, it's important you have a key role in the sanction. If you pass on a student to someone else, you can easily undermine yourself. Use sanction time as an opportunity to discuss why poor choices are being made, to set targets, to build a better relationship, and to reinforce your boundaries. Sending a learner to someone else for a detention, for example, will only alienate them from you and create resentment. And finally, sanctions should be proportionate and non-negotiable. So don't remove the sanction once it's been issued, but do make sure that the learner has the opportunity to have a fresh start afterwards. Good luck. Pop any questions you might have in the comments section. Please give this a like if you found it useful, as that will help get this film out to other trainees. Okay, good luck. Good luck on placements and take care of yourselves.